What's going on, guys? It's Zarek here, and welcome back to another episode of Monster Hunter Rise with Zeta on my side.
Hello.
Today, we're going to hunt us a mud puppy.
Mud puppy?
Yes, the Barroth.
Awesome.
I call him the mud puppy because literally he rolls around in the mud like a puppy.
He's a fun monster.
Now, here's something rather fun that I don't know if they still had in 3U for Barroth that I know was in Tri though. Did you know that back in Tri at least, you could actually break off a part of the Barroth's crown?
Oh, yeah, you can still do that in this game, actually. It's just way fucking hard to do. Like, me and some buddies all tried to break the crown because one of them needed a part. It took all of us just wailing on it most of the hunt to break it. It required 2 breaks.
There's a lot of stuff I don't have for the Barroth and high rank right now, but that should be obvious.
Yeah, it is not easy to do, but it's the best way to get the Barroth crown. I think it's called. Oh, birds somewhere around here. Oh, there. I overshot.
Where are you, little guy?
Down here.
Oh, Fella Crow.
Found him.
That's more rewards, I think, isn't it?
Yep. He was about to fly away, so I grabbed him.
That's fine. I've already got a picture of him too.
Go! What's this?
Let's grab this bone pile just because it's here.
Oh, hi, Rathian.
Uh-oh.
Tried to jump across the gap, landed right on Rathian.
Whoops. Hi, Rathian. Oh, she flew off.
Probably trying to chase me.
Yeah, she did. Woo! Nice try, Rathian. She tried to chase me too. Chased me all the way up the ledge. Oh, Barroth has 2 shinies over here, by the way.
Oh, nice. Making my way there.
You want to know? You want to know a feature I want them to bring back?
What?
Being able to play as the Palico.
Yes, prowlers. They need to freaking bring back prowlers.
Prowlers were fun, especially when technically you got 9 feints instead of 3.
Yeah, they were a good way for, especially newer players to learn a monster because you got more leeway.
Holy crap!
But
One of the drops that the Barroth had over here was a wyvern gem.
oh dang!
The other one was a rich mud. Aw, the mud puppy ran away.
Meanwhile, I just got tears.
Tears are still good.
Tears are still good.
I still would have accepted tears, to be honest, but I mean, like, it's just that moment where when you go to pick up something off the ground and you get like a Rathian ruby or something like that instead, you know?
Yeah, that's how I got my the Rathian mantle I needed for my Rathian armor when I was going through Master Rank.
Found it.
And I was like, so annoyed with trying to get it, and then I grabbed the shiny, and there it was. I'm like, finally.
Yeah, I got mine from a reward so I can have my dignified set. Because the dignified set requires a Rathian mantle to make.
That makes sense. I think you have to fight a Rathian to get this set.
Be
I believe.
careful!
Knock the mud off your tail,
Good
mud
job.
puppy. Ow. Now, I wonder what skills the... after all this, I'll have to check to see what skills the Squire set has. Because another one of the things that a lot of people that I like doing with Sword and Shield that not a lot of people even realize that you can do that you should do every now and then is guard.
Oh, it's got. I know for that much, it's got good skills for that because it has both max guard up and max offensive guard.
It's Basarios. And then we will knock Basarios over
Done!
so we can use the fire beam on the big guy.
I took this one.
No problem, man. Go right ahead. Just remember to use the fire breath.
Incoming!
I remember one time my because with my dogs, or with my dog and cat, I will actually have a. I usually have like the bell and stuff on them so that they deal sleep damage. During Master Rank, a Rathian thought it was fine to fall asleep in front of me because of the bells.
Impressive.
And I had just got onto a Basarios. Do you wish to know how much damage I ended up doing to that poor Rathian?
How much?
I ended up doing upwards of 1,100 damage to that thing.
After it!
I think it was 1,154 I did, because it was like 560 something for just regular base damage.
That's a lot.
Yeah. I've only seen numbers that high on Team Darkside's videos. I know what he's doing. Bad mud puppy. No, stay out of the mud puddle. No.
I've seen damage that high once myself.
Oh, he's having a problem with Rathian.
But like when I did I've seen damage numbers that high myself, but it was specifically I built a high damage set and wanted to see if I could one-shot a monster in low rank with a high rank gear, and I did that. Back in Monster Hunter World. And I did it with a Charge Blade. I think I had a hit of like over 2,000, but it was against a Jagras, and I was in endgame high rank armor at the time. So I was specifically seeing, hey, can I one-shot this thing?
Bad mud puppy. No, stay out of the puddle. Damn it. I didn't stun him out of it. Got rich blood from it, though.
That's always good. So, I never faced it, but I heard Monster Hunter try, or was it for you? I don't remember. One of those two had a Barroth subspecies.
Yeah, Jade Barroth. It was the snow variant.
Yeah, I've seen it. It looks cool, and I always wanted to fight it, but you know, I don't have Try or anything that can't play Try.
Well, when it came to 3U, which because Tri didn't actually have subspecies or anything, that was 3U that had the subspecies. But when it came to Jade Barroth, it was actually one of the only monsters, other than Devil Joe, that could break open a space in the tundra area. And you had to get it to charge at it twice in order to break it open. Devil Joe only had to do it once, but Barroth had to do it twice at least. Knock him out. He's almost out already. No, bad mud puppy.
Knocked him down.
Good. He's not supposed to roll in the mud. He knows better.
It's over. Yes, the good stuff.
I have only ever managed to actually break off the crown off of this monster once, back in Try. Because back in Try, it actually wasn't that difficult to do it. You just had to focus on his head for a good portion of the battle, and that's pretty much it. You didn't need to use a hammer or anything like that. You just had to focus primarily on its head. In 3U, however, I noticed it was damn near impossible for me to get the crown off. But one of my friends ended up knocking it off once, and I was like, "Oh, so you can still do that?" He's like, "Yeah, you can still do it, but pretty much they made it to where you're required to use a blunt force weapon to do it anymore." And I'm just like, "Man, that sucks." You know, to be honest, if they were going to do that, they should have made it to where you couldn't bust the horn on Brachydios' head then, unless you used a blunt force weapon. Ooh, a ridge, rich mud, ridge, acute fangs. Lots of good stuff from that fellow crow. Oh, my back. Oh.
I haven't broken the crown off much myself. Like, there's in Rise only once, and that was with that focused effort I mentioned before.
Yeah.
And I think I did it once in World, but I was using like World's mechanics of targeting specific parts and stuff in Iceborne to do it.
Yeah. And then for our next one, we have, I think we might do what we did in the first episode, just hunt 2 Volvidon. We hunted two great baggy in the last of that episode, so I think for our third episode, it's only right we end on a 2 monster hunt. Unfortunately, I never actually got to use my armor skin in that one. I used my demon drug, and then you decided to land on top of poor Rathian. And I was like, well, shit. And then I got distracted, and I never ended up using my armor skin because of that. I was like, whoa, crap. Alright, Volvidon. First time I actually faced you with your little haiku was in the volcano area.
Here we go.
That.
Move.
One of them's in area 10 and the other one's in area 8, I think. This time there isn't a Rathian that you could piss off, though. It's just the two Volvidon and another Barroth. What's that? Is that a gust crab? Yeah, it's a gust crab. Whatever. Grab our bones because I needed to use bones to upgrade this thing. So I might as well. Oh wow, an eroded husk finally.
Nice.
Alrighty. We'll go after the one in Area 8 first.
Alright.
Since it's on the way.
Oh, yeah, grab the bird collar dango.
Nice. Doesn't that just like increase the radius at which you can grab them?
Yeah, but I also have the spirit bird's call from Sunbreak plotted in.
So you just get them randomly coming to you now and then.
Yep, and they're doubled because of bird collar.
Well, shit. Because I remember, I think it was the Magnum Malo set in the demo that had that ability too to call the Spirit Bird's caller.
Yeah. Now it's tied to the Garen Golem. But once you start doing the stuff the monsters added in the first update, you can actually make a gem for it that's just one slot.
Nice.
So if you ever just have once you get to the end of Master Rank, if you ever have an FD1 slot, that's a good thing to slot in, because then you don't have to worry about collected Spirit Birds as much.
Good job.
Yeah, that'll get rid of one of my grievances I have with this game is these darn Spirit Birds. Ah, shit.
Like, you still should collect them because it's not exactly like a fast tick rate at which you get them, but you'll definitely be better off.
Well, I mean, like the attack and defense Spirit Birds, I don't mind so much because that's not included when you eat your meal.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that you actually have to grab your stamina and life Spirit Birds just to get the stamina and life gains that you got from your meal. I don't mind the attack and defense ones, especially with like these like the cutter flies and stuff that are around the area.
Oh yeah, those are nice.
And once again, I forgot to take my armor scan and mega drug. Ah, crap.
Hopefully you grab deodorant.
No, I didn't.
Well, luckily I have this.
Very kind.
Thank you. I was actually about to look for a bigger wasp in the area. Where did he go? All the way down there?
Yeah, he rolled into the tunnel. Trying to get him to
You
buzz me
little
out.
turd, get back in here. Good.
I knew right where he was going, so I placed the little trap bugs there.
I didn't even get to finish my demon drug before he farted on me.
Well, it looks like you're good now.
Watch out!
I'm stunned. Oh, he's irritable.
Yeah, you go ahead and ride him. I will get on my doggo.
Yeah.
Take him to the other.
You notice I'm using
Volvidon.
the layered doggo armor?
You using layered doggo?
Yeah, I'm using the I'm using the golden retriever doggo.
Oh, the other Volvidon is much smaller.
So we got the big one. We chose the big one basically.
Yeah. Proving kind of hard to hit.
Yeah, they're kind of agile, aren't they?
impressive. How you like me now?
257. Not bad. Nope, his back broken and he dropped another material. It's just a beast here, but could be worse.
Yeah.
And first aid med. Thank you. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Look over here. Smile for the camera. Shit.
Nice
He was
one.
right below the dune. You know, that's one of the things I kind of like, yet hate about these Monster Hunter games, that they actually take the verticality into effect.
Yeah.
Oh, knocked him out.
Monster Hunter, it's usually pretty good about that, but there are just some times where it's like, well, this monster has a really wonky hitbox. He lets you out. But then sometimes it's just the monsters have like too good a hitbox.
Be careful!
But like we've seen people like pixel dodge attacks, such.
Let's see.
Those are the people who came over from friggin' Dark Souls.
Actually, fun fact, I ended up like watching a video comparing this. Dark Souls dodging has more iframes than Monster Hunter dodging.
Yeah, I noticed that. But that just means that people who play Dark Souls would pretty much be like kings at this game.
Yeah.
They just got to figure out how they, because those kinds of people look for the iframes. So they would find the iframes in the dodge rolls of this game, and they just be like, "Yeah, I just play dual blades and I just never get hit." You know, it's not a thing. It's not really too much of a thing. It's like, yeah, it is. You're an asshole.
I think now.
Oh, got him with a shield bash.
I think nowadays those people have transitioned onto
Good stuff.
longsword with the sheath attacks.
Oh
They
yeah.
just hold it and like dash.
They're such weebs. I don't really care too much. I actually started with the longsword and try. None of the other weapons really felt good to me, as far as like damage-wise goes. So I was like, you know what? I want to try longsword. And I was pleasantly happy with the longsword, especially once I finally got like the evade. I got my evade armor set, and then I went on to my Sedius armor set.
Longswords are actually pretty great weapons. It's just, I know they have a contentious spot in the community because of some of the perception around them of like, oh, they're the easy weapons nowadays because of all the counters. And,
Move!
oh, they're the weak weapon because katana and whatnot, you know? Or, oh, they're the most annoying weapon because they're the most likely to trip you when you don't have flinch free on.
Now that's switch axe because of the secondary switch skill version of the elemental discharge.
Yeah.
The roundhouse one. I have sent so many longsword users flying with that, and they're just like, dude, why do you keep using that technique? I'm like, this is for all the times you trip me up.
Like, longsword in no way is a bad weapon, but it gets a lot of hate. It really should.
Your days are numbered!
Like I tried it back at World.
Zeta,
But,
you just missed it.
oh, no, I thought you did perfect rush.
And you know what's fun? You know what was funny though? I didn't even time it. I literally just button mashed my way through it. Because I'm just like, oh shit, I'm doing it! I'm doing it! What the hell? I'm playing Ryu in Street Fighter, I'm just button mashing!
Unfortunately, with Perfect Rush, that's not something you want to do, because there's actually a charge animation as part of the Perfect Rush. You want to hit your buttons in time with the flash.
Yeah, but I still somehow ended up doing it, and I don't know how.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I bet you I couldn't do that again, though. Sorry, little guy, but I had to ride that mud puppy. Good boy.
There was some kind of explosion going on in that, so he hit something.
I really kind of wish, though, that... oh, shit, there's a second Barroth. He's underground, though.
Yeah.
But, honestly, I've always wanted to play the Monster Hunter Stories games just because everyone's like, oh yeah, it's basically Pokemon Monster Hunter, and all you got, and you can have whatever monster you want as your partner, and I'm just like, Barroth.
You can get Barroth, you can get Bracky. The newest one.
Wait, what the fuck was just that?
Oh,
what did your cat just fucking do?
My cat has this shock tripper ability. Basically, you can throw a little electric ball out that it doesn't do much damage, but it guarantees a shock proc. So now, if we can hit the head, we'll stun him.
I saw that, and I'm just like, wait a second. When did your cat learn how to throw a key blast?
Yeah. Just you wait.
Like, suddenly your cat just goes freaking Dragon Ball Z on us, and I don't know what the hell's happening. Because I thought we were playing Monster Hunter, not Dragon Ball.
By the way, for future reference with Perfect Rush, the easiest route to get to it is pull forward. Then, while you're still in the roll animation, hit A so you do the jump back attack. Before you start charging the jump back, hit X. And then just start timing your X button presses.
Go.
Yeah, I only went from 190 to like 210 for my damage on this weapon. But you want to know what the biggest change with this weapon was?
But
The sharpness. I went from like 3/4 green to having a nice chunk of blue.
blue sharpness is good. And you get harder things.
Oh, by the way, did you know? Final fun fact for the episode: that it was actually in Frontier that purple sharpness was first introduced.
No shit.
Yep, it was the very first time that it was introduced was in Frontier. I believe it was G2. When the G2 update came out, one of the weapons had purple sharpness.
Feels like Frontier has like a lot of stuff that like people don't realize it was the first doing.
It was. There are a lot of things. Like I said, the purple sharpness was one. There was it actually has a lot of different. You know how we have Kushala Deora?
Yeah.
Frontier has 3 other Elder Dragons that had the Deora subclass.
I know also the concept of AI followers was actually done in Frontier before follower requests were done here.
Yep, and also the very first time that that pets were a thing was in Frontier as well. You could actually have a little wyvern thing following you around, and depending on what you fed it, it could either attack, defend, or even set up a little trap on its own. Ooh, we got a beast gem.
Like some of the Frontier stuff, I really do hope they bring over. But I've heard some of the other stuff that they've done that I hope they don't.
Well, like, again, if you want like a full literally the entire history of Frontier, there is a 4-hour video on that, and it is an absolute thrill to watch.
I might watch that sometime.
Actually, when we're done here, I might end up looking it up and giving you a link to it so you can add it to your watch later list.
Not a bad idea.
And you know what? I don't mind talking about other people's videos in here because people who have watched that video are probably watching my video now and going, I know that video. Anyway, thank you guys so much for stopping by. As always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Every little bit helps. And as always, you don't lose, you learn. Gamers, game on.
Game on.